Nature, it's all around us, but how often do we stop to look at it?
To really look at it, to take it in, feel it, appreciate it.
We know, that sounds totally cliche, but seriously, how many of us question what we stand to lose?
As our ever-increasing population demands more meat, dairy and eggs, animal agriculture is one of the leading causes of environmental destruction.
Water pollution, ocean dead zones, species extinction, habitat destruction, deforestation and greenhouse gas emissions contributing to climate change.
We're pulling life out of the oceans faster than it can replenish itself. If we don't drastically change our eating choices, it's predicted we'll see fishless oceans by 2048.
Are we prepared for what that means and all that will follow from that point? How are we going to explain that to the next generation?
The more time we spend in nature, the more we realise how much we stand to lose.
Here's the interesting part. Every single one of us sits down to either the problem or the solution 3 times a day.
The easiest and most effective thing we can do to prevent the destruction of our planet is to take animals and their products off our plate and eat plants instead.
Simple.
So this is potentially the steepest driveway in the world. It's ridiculous. It doesn't look that bad now, but trust us.
It's probably about 60% gradient.
You feel like your feet are going to come out of your flip-flops. Grip it with your toes. But check out the view. Hold on, wait, stop. Put your brakes on. Look at that. It's just beautiful.
And this section here gives you a better appreciation of how steep it is.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, right there. There you go, folks. I dare Luca to tumble down here.
Oh, God.
Go on, put your helmet on, tumble.
Not even if it was grass. Talk about proceed with caution.
We have to hold hands. If one of us goes down, we both go down.
This is crazy. It's very easily break my flip-flops for the 10th time.
No, don't do that. I think my toes are cramping. It's amazing. Here's the interesting thing. Everybody, including us, naturally thinks that spending time in nature brings you more peace, more balance, more harmony, etc.
But as we said earlier, it also makes us more connected to the elements, the planet, the animals, the insects, and therefore more aware that there's a lot at stake, pardon the pun.
Exactly. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword living on the island or anywhere in nature really, because you're in awe of the immense beauty that's all around you.
But at the same time, that immense beauty is like a constant reminder of what we're going to lose if we don't collectively make some changes.
And it's been an interesting experience to compare and reflect living in a big busy city to an island. It's a lot easier to disconnect in the big busy city.
Yes,
definitely.
When you're staring at concrete instead of the ocean, you're not thinking on a daily basis, oh my God, we're killing the oceans.
Yeah. It's super easy to get swept up in the big city lights and sounds and noise and buildings and everything that big city offers.
And in that environment, it's very easy to lose the connection with the simple things like the trees, the birds, the insects, etc.
And so when living in a city, it can definitely become the old out of sight, out of mind.
Yes, and then you spend some time in nature and it's like the real things that actually sustain the planet smack you in the face and say, hey, where you been?
And with that smack comes the realization that there is so much more going on than just what's in our heads.
Or of course you could be like our 60-year-old neighbours who, instead of breathing that fresh island air, prefer to create a gas chamber of cigarette smoke.
And instead of listening to the sound of beautiful birds and the early morning sounds of nature waking up, they'd prefer to listen to the sounds of gunfire and screaming as they watch action movies first thing in the morning. Love it.
And so how do we bridge the gap between the natural beauty that we see and the knowledge that our collective actions are fast destroying it?
Through you guys. You guys are that bridge that gives us just a little bit of sanity, a little bit of hope. And there are some examples that we want to share with you today that absolutely rock our world.
So 4 years ago, this young girl was posting on Instagram mocking vegetarians.
Today, she's giving amazing tips on how to go vegan and reposting that photo to show, you know, if I can do it, anyone can. And the most important thing that she's saying here is, don't tell yourself it's going to be super hard because you'll psych yourself out.
Very reminiscent of Henry Ford's quote, "If you think you can or you can't, either way you're right."
Having a young guy like this send us his photo on Snapchat melts us. You know, there are so many times when this has brought tears to our eyes.
Yeah, I mean, he could be eating a burger with his mates and contributing to the animal holocaust, but instead he's making that vegan couple's potato nachos recipe, taking a picture and sending it to us on Snapchat. I mean, it's fantastic.
Having a mother send us a picture of her 4-year-old making their TVC breakfast, oatmeal, fruit, cinnamon. That's incredible. I mean, you're seeing the next generation learn how to eat food without harming themselves, animals, and the planet. It's incredible.
And we see these kind of changes happening daily from you guys all around the world. You really are that bridge for us, so thank you so much.
Thank you. We hope you enjoyed this vlog. Thanks for watching. Leave your comments down below. What do you think of this topic that we've been discussing? Do you live in nature? Do you visit nature? Do you live in a city? Tell us about it.
And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.
Ding the bell and check the box to make sure you receive notifications for our upcoming videos. And of course, give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this vlog.
Remember, until next time, guys, that going vegan is not the most we can do.
It's the least we can do. See you next video.
Bye, guys.
Are you even vegan enough?
Exactly.
You know, what fertilizer is your produce grown in? You're not even vegan, so that justifies me being able to eat that burger that I want.
Yep. Have something to eat.
Thank you.
I'll take over.
Tag team.
So, this is an example